anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. 70 range. 70 range. Ready?
They'll run it again with Smith. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A give to Smith out of the gun.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nix from the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Bronco switch. Bronco, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Smith running right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right. Another try for Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
71 yards.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Lamar changing the play.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here's Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
70 range. Ready?
Throwing Nix.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right back to Mitchell here. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Come 19. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
They'll go play action with Nix.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
And now here's another interception. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Lamar changing the look.
13.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 7.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't